right, there we go. Sorry, guys. Hey, what's going on? Justin Masson here with Nintendo Dads. Hey, thanks for joining me in this stream today. We're going to play some Dauntless. Dauntless. There we go. Boom. All right, so we're going to jump right into playing some Dauntless. I think my audio might be just a wee bit loud, so I'm just going to lower that down a bit. There we go. All right. There we go. So jumping into Dauntless, man, I have been. Dauntless came out in early December. I was hyped about it. You can check out our reaction, our direct reaction to that, and I've put a lot of hours into it. So we're gonna go. If you're a Dauntless fan, we're gonna go Behemoth hunting. We're gonna do some an escalation and some patrols. I've got a fair bit. I've got fair way into it. I'm about at level 17 battle pass, I think. We're going to see that in a couple of moments. I'm like, this is the longest pause of whether I'm going to have water or not. There we go. There we go. All right. Jumping right into it. Jumping right into Dauntless. So we are kicking it off. Just checking the audio levels. Jumping right into it. There we go. All right, we're good. Jumping right into Dauntless. Always got to check. Always got to check. So if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Feel free to jump into the chat if you're available to. We'd love to hear what you guys think of Dauntless. I always like to have a little chitty chat, a little chat. As we go hunting. So let's see what's going on here. Ow. But no, I am enjoying Dauntless. Dauntless. I don't think it's beaten my Fortnite love. I definitely love some Fortnite. Here we go. Let's take a quick look at what we got going on. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the button I'm looking here for. So, Battle Pass or my Hunt Pass. I am level 17 in my Hunt Pass, so I think that is good. Let's check my quests and bounties. What have we got here? We have got King of the Hill, so I have to spend 5 points, and then I have to get my armor up to 450. I have spent 4 of the 5 points, so that's great. So yeah, I got to get my armor up a bit. Make room, which is the other big one I'm on right now. So I have some hunts here I have to do. I have to upgrade my weapon or armor up to a 460. King of the Hills saying I need to go to 450, so not too far off there as well. And then this one I just opened up, Thrilling Heroics. Complete 5 heroic patrols. What we're going to start off with actually is we're going to jump into an escalation. And so for those of you that are unaware of how this works, here we go. There's Escalation. So the idea here is actually you fight 4 behemoths, right? Behemoths, those are monsters. And as it kind of mentions here, a couple things. You cannot replenish your consumables between each fight. The escalations will rise, right? So from 1 to 13, 1 kind of being the easiest. Each encounter, or you can encounter each behemoth in this escalation. So you don't really know what you're jumping into. The best situation here is to kind of level up as high as you can. Make sure you have some good gear, have some good stuff, and then you kind of jump in. So I'm going to start one of those hunts right now. So now I've started just trying to find some slayers. We're going to see what happens here. Typically escalations don't take too long to queue up. So the other big thing about escalations that I like is that you actually get these points. What are they known as? The things that I need over here. What are these things again? Talent points. There it is. Total talent points. So you get these, and this kind of helps you upgrade your weapons and your settings and your skill tree essentially. So I've done 4 or 5 of those, so I need to do some more. Yeah, and we're going to go over here and see our Willis. Oh, there we go, match found. So that was pretty quick. We'll just jump in. We'll see what we got. We'll see what our, it doesn't really matter what our ratings is. Typically it'll show on a patrol what your ratings are before you go in, like how prepared you are going to be. but I don't think we're going to be too far off. I've done a couple escalations and had pretty good success with them, and the nice part about escalations is you get a really good reward, or typically a pretty good reward with it as well. So I'm excited to be jumping into that one. All right, so we just got 2 people here right now. We're gonna just meet 3 people. There we go. Big Smiles 2, Super 8, and Demondville. I'm gonna say that I am ready. I am ready. Let's just see if we can do this actually here. Ba 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 ba. If you guys are in the chat, let me know what you think of this. Have you guys been playing Dauntless? What do you think of it? That kind of stuff. So we're just gonna wait for a couple moments as it gets prepared. Okay. Da 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 da. Jumping in right now. All right. So here we go. We have got our... One of the problems about... Oh, there we go. Here's our 4 people. Okay. Here's our first Behemoth. Ooh, an ice one. Gonna activate my shield. Ah, where'd he go? There's a shadow of him I can see. Come on, come on. Man, there we go. Okay. It's kind of all over the place right now. There we go. Definitely as they fly around, it doesn't help us as much. They stay stationary, it's much easier to kill them, obviously. Taking some good shots. Your man's going to fly around here. Oh. You kind of see a little bit of a charge up there. Dropping some gear off the market. Simple Monk, you've been playing it on and off. Awesome. How do you like it so far? Oh, man. I just used my kind of special, and they defended pretty well. Oh! Nice little hit there. Come on, get out of here. There we go. Get out of here. Come on. There we go. Hitting a couple. Doing alright. I've got an ice sword right now. I'm doing alright for damage. Not great. There we go. Oh, man. It's down with 1/4 of health in this situation right now. I will activate kind of my special lantern, and then I've got my actual special right here that I'm going to activate after he lands, because if he's flying, my special ain't going to do a lot. So I'm going to wait for him to... Oh, man. I like how the game's like, hey, you should dodge next time. There we go. Got this kind of like cool spinning move for my special. Again, a big benefit if they're landing or if they're landed, because if they're flying, can't hit them with it. There we go. So we've already actually, there we go. So we've already killed this Behemoth. We're gonna go over here to this kind of like replenishing life kind of section. This vent. There we go. So I'm all kind of vented up, which is great. Or I'm all charged up. You kind of get this reward system, which is kind of cool. Pops out here, so I get to choose which one of these to amp to add. Pack of Vital. For next encounter, heal 50% less from your sources. Uncommon, use your lantern. Squad goals. I'll take squad goals. And then as we're seeing, like, my team is running off. They're like, see ya, bye-bye. So I'm going to head over here. And what do we got now? Typically, your second encounter, I find, is with 2 different Behemoths. Yeah, there they are. So there's the 2 different ones. Again, we don't really know. We don't know what kind of Behemoths we're going into for each fight, which is kind of why the highest gear is kind of always the best. There we go. Doing a fair bit of damage to this guy already, so we're kind of dividing and conquering, it looks like a little. Well, no, there isn't divide and conquer here at all. There's just... We were all kind of just going against the, I don't know, the lizard thing as opposed to the big bee thing. I'm sure there are actual names for these creatures. I could not tell you them at all. But right now I'm kind of going for the bee thing here, where it looks like kind of the rest of the team may be divided over to I don't know, the big lizard. Again, real technical terms. I'm sure that sure the team over at Dauntless would love for us to be like, that fly thing, the bug thing. They have these names, I just can't remember what they are. Alright, there we go. Whoa! I'm going to take some of the vent here. A little vente latte for my life, eh? Alright, there we go, come on. Now you're... You know what, let's just all... We've made the collective decision, we're all just going to go for this guy right now. He has no real health on him right now, or no body armor or protection, so we're just gonna... He's dead. So now we're gonna head over to our queen bee. There we go. Oh, one of our players got knocked down. He's getting back up. That's alright. You kind of want to strategically... Because you can heal your own players. So if he gets knocked down, I'd rather us just kind of heal him ourselves, as opposed to him using his own healing, because of the fact that you have limited healing opportunities. So what I mean by that is that your gear, you have like 4 heals, so it's easier if someone else heals them for you, which you have the ability to do. We get another, use your lantern, 300 shield, I'll take that one. You have another opportunity again to get some more kind of add-ons and amps, little buffs to help out your fight here. So we're doing really well. We're going on to our 3rd behemoth right now. So this should just be a one-on-one fight. There we go. These guys are kind of annoying though. They do this weird kind of like roll thing, yeah, or tail thing. Both are super annoying. Also, you know, getting smacked is super annoying. Remember how I was saying earlier that I felt, oh yeah, I was doing well. Okay. Let me go over here and grab some vent again. There we go. Alright. Not a fan of this guy. Now, he's already down a quarter, so the team is kind of rocking it pretty hard here. I'm going to try and get really close and get some quick cuts with him. Again, I'm using an ice sword. I kind of like that weapon. But I'm kind of hoping that I can maybe use my special here in a couple of moments and do some heavy damage to him. Wow, he's already down to half, so we're doing well. And I'm going to use the sword, kind of Ginsu knife flipping thing. Oh man. Okay, so I got knocked down. I'm wondering if anyone's going to... you know what? I know I said you shouldn't use your kind of health. Not your health, your... heal when you get knocked down, but I didn't see my team coming over, so I felt bad if I was leaving them be. Come here, I'm going to cut your tail off. Come here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so he's down, so we just slayed another one. I have literally like 1 piece of health left, so I'm going to go back to my Vente healthy. Get that refilled up. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Hey, Simple Monk. Again, it's a free-to-play game. You can go into the eShop right now and pick it up, which is always kind of fun. It's always good. What are we going to choose here? Mender's... I'm going to say Mender's Gift. Alright, so we're going to our final behemoths for Escalation. There will be 2. There always are. And I don't know whether it's always the fire guy... Yeah, so this is the top of it. So after we win this, we're done and dusted. The challenge with, obviously, when there are 2 behemoths is kind of where you split your energy and who are you going against first. It looks like we're Looks like we're pretty actively going after this, I don't know, this fire one. I've got my secret ability or my special ability locked and loaded. There we go. There's kind of that slice and dice spinny move that I got going on. So we're going to use that for right now. Oh, I chopped off his tail. He's already down to a quarter, or he's down a quarter, I should say. Now, I have used a couple of my revive potions already, so that's not necessarily great for me. He's now down to half. It looks like we're not spending any time on the bird. Oh, it looks like we are now. Okay. I'd kind of encourage us to start thinking that way. Start thinking about how we can maybe start taking the bird down as well. We go back to our... whoa, where is he going? Ah, I'm getting chased by... No. There we go. Shoot. Oh, man, just landed on me. That's not good. I'm going to use the spinning special again. Kind of sit right under him. Take a lot of... try and get a lot of damage off him there. It looks like, yeah. So we have definitely killed the first behemoth. Now we are all as a team ganging up on the bird. Our bird is similar to the first bird, or first behemoth we went after as well. But he is a stronger one, so we just kind of need to be aware of that. Oh, there we go. So we're doing well. He's down to half already. Alright, so I've actually reached some of my achievements. He's now down to a quarter, which is great. So we're pretty, you know, easily probably going to be winning this one, which is alright. We'll take that. There we go. Done and dusted. Alright. So we finished that. We're going to come over here. Boom. Experience bar is filled. We have got her. Alright. Again, pretty simple match overall. Felt like I did well. Not going to lie. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Was that... What do you guys think of that one? Alright, so we're finished this. There's our loot that we get from her. There's some Slayer progress. So, hunt 30 behemoths with a sword. I'm almost there, actually. Break 25 behemoth parts with a sword, so I got a lot of that. Some mastery of behemoths as well, so, yeah, did alright. Thanks for jumping in, Piper. Yeah, have you, Piper32? Again, yeah, it's a, you know, I never played any Monster Hunter games. But this is, I mean, this is the core principle of it, right? Like, you get in a group of friends, or you get in with a team, a squad, and you go monster hunting, right? That's exactly what this is. So it's principally pretty much the same. I mean, that match, that escalation there, took about, I don't know, give or take 10 minutes, right? But that was pretty well done. And obviously we get some, yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Feels like Monster Hunter, but easier to get into. 100% agree with that, right? So it's definitely easier to get into. I'm not a huge... I shouldn't say I'm not a huge, because I didn't... I never played Monster Hunter, but it looked very intimidating to get into. And really, the thing you're there for is to hunt monsters, right? And I think that what is done here, right, with Dauntless, is it kind of just takes away all that other stuff that you need to do, and just jumps right into it. Now, I am back into... My gosh, my guys, there he is. Get a little speed. I'm back into kind of the hub world, Ramsgate, and so there are some little quests in here. So we are given side quests, and one of them right now is I need to use one of my talents, or my points. So I'm going to use this point here, actually. So there we go. I've unlocked the precision. And if you look over in the top right-hand corner of the King of the Hill, I have now spent 5 talent points, which is cool. We're going to check what my other quests are. So you have quests, so these are them right here. And then you have, you know what? Thrilling Heroics. Complete 5 heroic patrols. I think, so maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do some patrols right now. You can see there that if I actually, are you just getting into this? No, I got into this when it launched in December. If you guys watched the live stream of the Nintendo Indie Showcase or whatever it is when it came out, I was super excited for Dauntless. So I've been playing it now for about a month of playing it, and I've been really rather enjoying it. I think it's kind of subsiding my huge desire or huge want to be playing Fortnite. There's something about it. There's definitely some, platform games as a service aspects to it that have you keep coming back, right? And so it kind of has me keep jumping back into it. So I have this quest I can do here. I have to complete 5 heroic patrols. Here are some bounties that I can work on to get some additional experience points. Those experience points you then use for your Hunter Pass, and as you can see, your Hunter Pass kind of levels up. I'm on 17 right now. So I think we're going to do some heroics. Was it Patrol or Pursuit? I got to remember. You guys remember? It was Patrols. Okay, so we're going to go over to Hunt Map, go to Patrols. Going to go right down to Heroic. So it says on the right-hand side, kind of like, what, have you paid any money into it yet? So I did put in to get the Battle Pass. Battle Pass was $6, I think, or $7. It was on special for when it was released. So we're going to start into this right now. I have no idea what kind of hunt we're getting into it. So that's all I put into it, and that's kind of my same approach with a lot of like games as a service platforms. I don't really want to put money into it. So great example, Fortnite. I've only paid, I've played Fortnite now for almost 2 years, right? June will be 2. So over 18 months. The only money I have put into Fortnite, I kid you not, is the time I first bought the Battle Pass. The very first Battle Pass that I bought, and I have been able to earn enough V-Bucks to then buy the Battle Pass in the future. And I don't buy skins, none of that yet. So I think for a game like this, and I've gotten well over 10 to 15 hours of fun out of Dauntless, may as well pay for the Battle Pass, right? Throw the developer $6 or $7, whatever it is. I don't think that I will do it again next season. The thing I like about Battle Passes when you get them is that if they, there we go, match found, is if they actually have enough reward in there so that you don't need to continue to buy them. Do you know what I mean? So if I have to buy a Battle Pass next time, I'd rather use my in-game credits, whatever it is. Whatever this game's equivalent of V-Bucks is, I would rather use that to play, if that makes sense. But again, throwing developers some money. I have paid more money for games I have spent less time in, if that makes sense as well, right? And developers and publishers know that, which is why they're moving a lot to this Battle Pass methodology. But I mean, yeah, 1 Battle Pass in 2 years of playing. So let's see here. Looking at my current loadout, they are saying that my weapon is good, but my armor is bad. So they're saying my weapon power is at 460, which is great, recommended 450. My armor power is 305. They recommend 450. That is the highest armor I currently have is 305, I think. But I can make some quick adjustments here. Let's see what I got here for armor. See, this is the problem. See, this is 65 protection. 95. I'll put that on. Does that make a huge difference? 303. Okay. So we are making some quick changes. I have about 55 seconds to make some changes here. Let's see if I can find my highest armor. There we go. We'll do that. And so this is kind of neat. You can add like special abilities onto your gear. So we're looking at, I'm just trying to get basically my highest armor that will not get me destroyed and is actually a benefit. So there's a little bit of mixing and matching of your weapons and gear based on the creature or based on what you're going to be going against. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one, I think. So now I'm at 395. So that's not bad. It's still, so the challenge will be medium based on my current loadouts. So there's this kind of like, you need to match your gear and your armor to kind of combat for the highest ability, right? And that will make it easier or more difficult. So I'm running in here with a good weapon set, right? Because I'm using it's an ice blade and it's a fire creature, right? So figure out like Pokemon stuff essentially, right? So that will be good, but my armor was actually not great, so I've had to change out. That will basically be my flaw. One of the challenges I will directly say about Dauntless, I do find that you guys probably just saw this a little bit, is this stutter, right? Is this frame rate drop or stutter or whatever you want to call it. Ooh, some rock. Let's farm some rock. We're going to farm some rock. I've got a rock farm. These are good things to be able to collect as it you require it for making weapons later. So not only do you get gear from big hunts, but you also get stuff that you find around. So these air vents are kind of cool. So what we have to do in like a big so can you buy armor, weapons, or is it game progressive? So you actually can buy with actual money if you wanted to, but you have the ability to progress through it. I haven't reached any paywall or barrier that's saying I need to buy anything. All of the abilities to like or opportunities to gear up my stuff, like to make my blade stronger, is you go out on a hunt and you earn, you know, as a reward, you earn the ability or the materials you need to actually gear up your stuff. So you don't really need to, but if you want customizable, if you want something that looks different, looks cool, you can purchase that. I'm not really super down with that, so there's a great example, right? So I just took 300 damage, hitting with your guy here, taking a little bit of a swing at me. Now, the other interesting part is that the game is scalable. So we are only dealing with three hunters in this situation, me and 2 other people. So it will not be the same difficulty as if it was four people. That's also kind of cool, as if you've joined a party of, like, let's say, 3 or 4, and someone all of a sudden, I don't know, for some odd reason, has to drop off. It will actually say the Behemoth has been weakened. Oh man, the Behemoth has been weakened because of someone dropping off. So that's kind of a nice feature. Again, that scalability of it. Scalability. See how I did that with monsters? It's a monster joke. Oh man. So you kind of learn eventually what their kind of tails or other tail, but their sign is for what they're going to do. There we go. So I just kind of did a quick refresh of some extra life I had. There we go. Oh man. So I had my special. I'm going to actually see if I can get out of here. These vents that they have here are great places to get life. So I'm just going to grab some because I don't want to die. Now you are also graded and ranked on your actual like participation. Did you actively get in there? Were you actively fighting, or were you kind of like, hey, I'm gonna go pick flowers the entire time? So you are graded that way as well. So I think that's kind of a cool feature. So it also means like, hey, if I'm getting knocked down and I die a bunch, and my team has to revive me every couple minutes, I'm probably not going to get as good of a rank as somebody else who did well, right? So, kind of makes sense. So he is down a quarter, which is great. Feel good about that right now. Yeah, absolutely, Piper. Check it out. Again, it's free to play. Have a shot at it. Worst case scenario, you don't like it, you uninstall, right? But the other cool part, actually, speaking of uninstalling, is it is crossplay. So if you're a person or a friend who has like maybe an Xbox, I believe it's on Xbox, I know it's on PlayStation, or a computer, you can play this there as well. So that is awesome. I'm getting... There we go. There we go. Gonna just take a couple of shots at him right here with our special again. Get back here, get back here. I'm running out of my special and you're running away, don't do that. Whoa, there we go. So yeah, it is crossplay. Actually, it looks like the two people that I'm playing with currently, I believe, are on PC, judging by the looks like computer image beside their name. I would assume that's PC. Yes, I'm playing on Switch right now. Absolutely, yeah. 100%. So, like I said, there, some of my issues that I do have is I, find the frame rate is a bit laggy at times. So that's, not great. Feels like it catches. Feels like, I don't know, they need to do some either optimization of the servers on their end, or whether it's a byproduct of the Switch, having difficulty supporting it. I don't necessarily know. Alright. We're kind of really taking it to this guy right now, but he is not dropping down as quickly as I'd really like him to. It does look like we have... Oh, there we go. Now he's at half, so... Whoa. He's kind of spitting out some lava that's chasing me. Don't really want that right now. There we go. Yeah, it's like the frame rate drop, Piper is not the worst thing in the world. Is it annoying? For sure. Right? But it's not, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily even frame rate, or if it's also just like stuttering. Like it just like stops sometimes. And so that can be a little bit like, and then all of a sudden it catches up. So I don't know if that's frame rate or whether that's just like a lag spikes almost. So I'm not a super technical computer person. Alright, so how are we doing here, folks? So we're doing alright. He's at halfway down. Now this is a heroic patrol, or heroic fight, so this is a little bit more difficult. I'm kind of on a more difficult quest. We're getting him back in this corner, but I don't like what he's doing here. There is the other really cool... there we go. Yeah, I did see that one. The other really cool part I do like about Dauntless is that you can actually see, like, the damage you're doing to the creature. So, like, we actually cut off his tail, so you can see part of his tails was laying around for a while. Alright, one of our guys got dropped down, but he's back up. I'm gonna go see if there's anything left of these vents. They eventually run out, and that's exactly what has happened here. I'm in a bit of a situation where I have used all of my heals left. And so, that's not great. You only have a limited number. In this case, you have a limited number of, like, if you're knocked down, you can get back up, but it's 3 times. And so I have used all of those. You do have other heals, like med packs you can take. I have now used all of those as well. Again, we kind of knew that was probably going to be the issue I was going to have, due to the fact that my... I got knocked down. Due to the fact... here we go. Getting healed up by my friend right now. Due to the fact that my armor was not as high as I want it to be. And actually, he has run away. So this is one of the other things that happens, is that after a while, they can run away and they kind of get healed up. And that's exactly what is going to be happening right now. Yes, Apollo, my man. He's got a healing stick. So we're going to stand here, and we are going to get healed. There we go. Just going to stand here. Apollo knows what's going on. He's a very kind person. There we go. So he's healed us up a bit. Let's go back in. the wrong button. Da-da. So I want to make sure we get through. Now here's the interesting part. Even if I, oh, there we go. Even if I do die, let's say, and again, I don't have any heals left, and I don't have any injection stuff that will help me live longer, but my squad wins, I still get credit, and I still get the loot for it. So that's kind of good. Now again, if I remember correctly, I won't get the same amount of loot as the team, as the lads who actually, or the team that actually survived and got us through the entire thing. The other challenge you have is, like, you have to go actually finding them. I shouldn't say it's a challenge. It's kind of the fun part. Because as you're exploring around, you're also finding materials and stuff like stones and flowers that you need for crafting back at the Ramsgate to make medicine and to complete some of your objectives. Still looking for them. So essentially, if someone does find them, they'll send out shoot up a flare. There we go. So the flare has been shot up. You can see that top left-hand corner of my screen. There's that flare. Looks like a fire ball up there, which means somebody has found him. Oh, there we go. Where did you guys find him? They're saying over here, and you can also see your team kind of on your map. So they should be right over here. You can hear him. Yeah, there he is. Now I am going to really quickly, because his vent is back, I'm going to heal up my life. You can see your the Behemoth is now back to 50%, as opposed to we had him down to a quarter. So this is probably, that did not bode well for me at all. I got destroyed. Yeah, tracking is fun. Like, it is fun. You get to try and figure out where he is. It's a very important part of the game for sure. So it's not like you just instantly jump off your kind of airship and surprise, there we are. I am gonna just kind of like launch some grenades at him right now, doing some damage from afar. Right now I'm at a spot where if I die, I'm, not really helping out the team, so I want to try and be cautionary when I jump into battle here. These guys probably hate me because I'm using this vent thing. Oh. Again, you're kind of watching the movements that it has. I'm going to come up here and, come on. Definitely taking some hits here, but I'm going to try and... Oh, man! So I'm down again. Not doing well. Now, there gets to be a point, you can kind of see that like 70% icon that's going up right there. If you get to a point where it's like 90%, revives are not possible. And so what I mean by revives is the fact that currently I have the opportunity of being revived. The team has now got him down to a quarter, so that is a good thing for us. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Your man's coming back to revive me, which is great. I appreciate that. Because he's looking at the fact that it says they're 90% now if he's in the reheal. So now we're back up. So there should be something here that's going to say, like, basically, if you get knocked down now, ain't nothing going to help you. So I am going to try and just go for broke on him right now. So I've used my special, still alive, barely. I'm getting the heck out of there now, really quickly. He is sitting right over that vent that I want. And I just got knocked down again. We're at 97%, 98%. Apollo's coming back and healing me again. Like, Apollo, gentleman and a scholar right now. Because I am not in good condition for this team. I'm going to try and take some more venting here. Using a little bit of like every single medicine kit stuff that I have that's possible to try and help out here. Like if he's knocked down like that, you just kind of got to keep passion. So you can see there now revives are disabled. So if I die here, I am done. Well, I'm not done. Just means that they cannot revive me. So I'm going to use my special right now. Go for broke again. See if we can try and destroy this guy as quickly as we can. Because again, I'm not in a good position to keep really helping out this team. Like he's got to be almost done. There we go. There we go. Woo! That was intense. Yeah. Yeah. Fire for me was death. There we go. So I killed the firebrand. So that's all right. That was a 15 minutes. How the whole team did. E. My ranking was E. The whole team ranking was E. And then you can see the loot that I ended up scoring off of that as well. So yeah, not too shabby. I'm happy with that. All that loot that we saw there is then going to be used to assist in strengthening my weapons, right? So strengthening my swords and all my gear. So that's how that all comes into play. So again, if we go back to your earlier question, Piper, I don't actually need to be purchasing anything at this point to be able to get into it. All right, there we go. My daughter just got home from school, so she's going to pop down here in a second here and be like, "Hey, what are you doing, Daddy?" That's my impression of my daughter. All right, so let's see where we can run off to now. So if we go over to our actual area here, actually let's go into our quests and bounties. So there we go. I completed one heroic one. There's some more places I have to hunt. There's some side quests to complete here as well. So the main ones are kind of the yellow as they pop up, the gold there, and then these purple ones over here are little side quests to do. So like here is slay a Kawasha using shock weapons, and then you can kind of see what I get there. I get this 200 rams, which is 200 coin, and then blooms, and then some other ones here to complete as well. So yeah, there are some other quests in here to complete that I kind of need to kind of slowly work on. Yeah, so let's see here. So I have got, so I need to try and get my weapon and my gear up to like 450. So let's go see let's go see our lady over here about gear. So this is where you can upgrade. Okay. So I'm going to upgrade actually this. And I'm going to upgrade that. Oh, I can upgrade that. So the more you upgrade your gear, obviously, the more materials that are used. And then once you get it higher, like it's, again, more of a defense. So this is kind of a little bit of like the grind of Dauntless is, you can get to a point, as you saw there, where I can join a fight. However, if I don't have my gear up as high as it needs to be, I'm going to have some real difficulty with that. So you kind of gotta pick and choose your battles, literally, for what you want to do to be successful. So I'm gonna just kind of keep. I like to just if I have the opportunity to build some gear, I will. Oh, there we go. That's kind of cool mask. So there's some customizing you can do here as well, obviously, to make your stuff look pretty cool. And you can eventually like reach max level. I'm trying to kind of work on making these ones here more powerful. So you can kind of see, if I swap out to this one, I'm going to equip that one. I could equip that gear. There's some armor set that they're saying I've completed. So let's just check my quest and bounties now. So yeah, gear needs to be at 450, still not there. So I kind of need to get one of those big sets like the winter one, or
What do you know?
like this one, if I can get these up to like 9s and 10s possibly, then I probably have enough. Now you can kind of see the bottom, it's showing there in red what material I need to do that. If you actually use your cursor, you can scroll down. So this requires some shinies, and I can get those from so if I look here, 4 or 5 shining arc stones from a heroic patrol and from behemoths rated threat levels 13 to 16. So if that's something I want to focus on, then I know that those are the behemoths that I need to go hunting, right, to be able to accomplish that. We require some frost orbs. So let's see here. Frost orbs obtained from frost patrols and from frost behemoths.
Protect yourself.
So let's say I'm going to go do a frost behemoth hunt. So I'll go into a patrol, and I can go into frost, and we'll start this one. So these are the rewards I can get from it. 10 frost orbs. Looks like there's rewards for daily boost as well, which is 10 frost orbs. So now I'm just going to kind of wait. Now I know that my current weapon so my gear, which is frost based, is good, but my weapon is not great. So fire is better against cold things, obviously. Oh, match found. So that was quick. So let's just check how my loadout is. So the loadout is going to give you what the recommendation is based on what you currently have, right? So we're going to take a look at how that goes. Again, guys, thanks for joining me in this session of Dauntless. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you're new here, feel free to follow us or subscribe or whatever works for you. So they're saying right now, there we go. Here we go. Okay. So the system has to catch up sometimes based on what you're having. So they're saying that the recommended is 200. My weapon power is 340. Armor power is 390. So this should be a really easy hunt for me. Yeah. You can determine whether you want patrol bonuses. Yes, I want patrol bonuses. So this should be relatively easy, even though the fact is that I did not actually change out to a fire weapon. The current sword that I have has a really high hit rate associated with it as well, 340. So this should be relatively easy. But I think that's going to be the last match. But yeah, guys, thanks for, hopefully, again, if you're here, thank you for joining Nintendo Dads. Thanks for watching us here on Twitch or wherever you're doing this. Feel free to like or subscribe or do whatever. We greatly appreciate it. All these like entrances, like that guy on a horse and that kind of stuff, those are all different emotes that you have the ability of earning or you can buy. That's kind of where the monetization model comes into it, much like Fortnite, right? You want this emote with the trumpet, then you could buy it, or you're just okay with the ones that you might earn, right? That's how they're making their model, which totally makes sense. I am kind of hitting these high peaks here, trying to... I did not hit that high peak. Unlike Fortnite, there's no fall damage, so that's kind of fun. So we'll see. Let's go, let's go. Oh, there we go. So someone found the Behemoth, and they have launched off... Oh, there it is, I can see too. They've launched off kind of a flare that lets us know. Activating my shield, coming in. That would have been so much cooler had I actually hit him. Oh, man. There we go. I am getting stuck in these ice blocks, though, so that doesn't help. Yeah, no fall damage. Yep, absolutely, Piper. So that's always kind of nice. Especially when you're kind of being... And even actually when you fall off the world, which is possible because these are essentially floating islands in space. If you fall off the island, there's no fall damage either. Which I kind of find interesting, right? Like, if you don't have any fall damage at all, especially off the island, then why build it as an island, right? Other than just looking cool. Which is... That's okay, too. Again, just taking that that kind of special I have there, taking a really good spin at him. So already he's down a quarter. Let's go find our... Oh. Well, if you're going to land right in front of me, I have no problem taking a chop at you. We'll refill here of my Vente. There you go. Ooh. We'll redo the shields. There we go. Coming over here. Coming over here. Come on. I don't feel bad attacking you from behind. I have no quarrels with that. But I do keep getting these ice bricks keep falling at me. That's, you know, don't like that very much. Come on. You do have stamina as it relates to like running and that kind of stuff. So you can kind of see that bar is right below my health bar. That is the stamina. It's kind of the yellow bar. All right, we have got your guy down to 50%. Taking a pretty good swing at him. And again, because the fact that I have my ice gear on and it's rated pretty high, not taking a lot of damage from him as it relates to ice. Now, of course, when he's going to be put in these frickin' ice blocks, these aren't handy stuff, but other than that, he's doing well. Or other than that, I think I'm doing pretty well. And he's down to a quarter. So I'm going to come in here with my special and see if I can't... he flew away. So you can kind of... See, this is the nice part about ones that are actually like birds. You can literally see where they're flying off to. So it makes this a little bit easier to hunt them. There he is, right? Every time they land at a new location, though, they do get these... Ice block? Seriously? Again? They do get another one of these kind of vents. Wow, he had my number there. He was not having any of it. So I'm going to go to this vent, just heal up a bit. And there we go. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Oh man, another ice block. Come on. That whole ice block thing is getting super annoying. And he should be dead any moment now. Like, he's flashing pretty hard on that quarter. We're kind of... don't fly away. Stop flying. Oh man, another ice block. Oh, there we go. Well, and he's dead. So I did... Grr! Grr! I can keep chopping him if I want. So we saw that came up there as well as experience points, is because I finished off one of my bounty quests. So my ranking was a Y, B was my team was a S++, so that's always good. So you can see the loot I got. I got orbs. I got 10 frost orbs, so those are great. We're going to jump out of this now and actually see if I can kind of strengthen up some of those suits that I got. So, and then we can also take a look at that bounty I completed and see how that's actually working into all of it. Loading screens can take a little bit, as we're seeing here. Again, not anything horrendous, but you know, yeah. One of the things I do like about Fortnite is that idea of like different lenses or different backgrounds slipping through. So if I go over to my quests and bounties, we can see there's this kind of target underneath it. We can see it's accomplished. So if I go to my quest and bounties, if you look at bounties, I've got one there. So I'm going to move over to that, and we can actually see over here, draw your sword, complete 6 patrols with the sword, and I can claim that. So if I claim that, that's 20 experience points I just got, so that'll go against my battle pass. And you can then go in and draft other bounties, so you get some new bounties. So deal 7.5 on a wounded damage to enraged behemoths, hunt 6 behemoths, or hunt 4 frost or shock behemoths. You get to kind of choose like which one you want to do. I'll probably take this one. Some of them I'm really good at, some of my umps aren't. So it gives you a little bit of variety to choose from your stuff as well. So we're going to head up this way. Actually, we're seeing that I've got some of these on the top of the screen. They kind of tell you places to go. So you can see right here I've got this kind of gold orb thing. You get orbs for completing quests. So here's some rare orbs. Orbs are there then fused to your outfits to strengthen them. So you can kind of see like a +3 bloodless, +2 installation, +1 bloodless. So we can take those as well. And so when you're gearing up your stuff, when you're putting on your gear or your weapons, you infuse these kind of add-ons to your gear, which strengthens them, right? They have their own abilities to make them better, so that's kind of interesting. We're going to go over here. It looks like I have a point or something. I don't know what's going on over here. I thought I had... It looked like I had something. I thought... Oh, I can claim this. There we go. I didn't claim that. Damage dealt, increase in damage received. Achieved. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a thing I just claimed. Let's come over here and chat with the lady who helps strengthen our armors. So you can see that like now I have a fair bit of those orbs to strengthen my outfits, but I need now I need to go on a obtain from a heroic patrols and from behemoths rated threat level 13 to 16. So I'd have to go on a heroic patrol, which I could, right? You go to maps, go patrol, go down to heroic, right? And so if I go down here, and you can kind of see there are those shinies as well. So, and you can kind of see which quests they're in relation to as well. So make room, and shining heroic. So they've got a fair bit of those things kind of added in there. Sure, look at, why don't we'll do that. So now we're just kind of waiting for a match to connect. We'll see what happens. And there's lots of like little places to go. Like this guy helps. This guy does guns. This person over here does like these kind of like claw things. And so if you go into here, so this is going into the Dauntless store, and I guess this is the question that was being asked earlier, is you can see like, oh, these things can cost you. So if you want these cat paws, they cost you 700 platinum. Well, to get platinum, you need to purchase it, right? So if I move over here to platinum, there you go. So there's this timely arrival pack, right? That you can, so it's 1,000 platinum, timely arrival, 50 ace chips, 3 common cells, and I think it was like 1,000 platinum to get the battle pass, I think. So that sounds about right. So you kind of, that's where the monetization comes into play here for Dauntless, right, where they're making that money. So, all right, folks, we're gonna do one more match, and then we'll call it a day. I know you're like, well, you said that last time. Cat paws, I know, right? Cat paws. So we'll see what happens here. Again, if you guys are new to Nintendo Dads, thank you very much for popping in and watching us. I see some people are watching right now. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to follow us on Twitch or wherever you want to do, and if you're in the chat, send me a message. What's going on? Are you guys excited for Dauntless? Have you played this before? What do you think? It's just funny. It's showing me my current loadout versus recommended. They're saying my armor. There we go. So you're kind of seeing the numbers jump. Sometimes I find it takes a little bit of time to catch up. So they're saying both my armor and my weapons are not great here. I'm going to see if maybe I got some shock armor. What is my... See, my shock armor there is only at 75, so that's not great. Yeah. Well, sure, look it. It's going to be... This will be interesting. I will say that. So this is a threat level 16, and it is difficult. Extreme difficulty, I think. I don't think this may not be the best point. I've been listening to the channel for years. Thank you, Piper. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support, for listening for years, and for being a fan, and for joining us as well. I greatly appreciate that. I don't think this is going to go well for me, folks. Like if I'm calling it right now, you know, whoever's in Twitch right now, feel free to clip or catch clips of me about to be destroyed. I don't think this is going to go well. How is Mushroom Tip Boy already at, like, lost life? What is going on there? You shouldn't be. How did you lose life? We just started this thing. I'm going to grab a couple of these, some gear. Oh, there we go. So he's already been found. Okay, alright. Wow. Where is he? Come on. Come on. Where are you? Oh, yeah, there he is. Cool. Oh, man, I just, like, fall into, like, electrical pit instantly. That's awesome for me. Yeah, so you can kind of see why... Oh, man. Oh, these guys are the worst. Like, I have not hit him once. He's just running around. Like, we are... Man, come on. We've got one of our teammates down. He's kind of like between this, like, force field thing, or this, like... There we go. We'll start hitting him. That sounds like fun. No idea what just happened there. Just a general note, why do I not see any of my other teammates either? Wow. Oh man. Like, you want to talk about, yeah, this is not well by any stretch here, folks. Like, I just got knocked down. I'm gonna maybe hopefully one of my teammates will revive me. Any teammate want to revive me? Because if I don't need to use my potion, because I know I'm gonna get knocked down a lot, I'm not going to. But apparently, so we had a bit of an opportunity there. Oh, look at that. That guy's down now. I don't know what just happened there, but that's good. Well, that did not last long. Oh, man. Kind of in this force field thing here. Like, you can't consume anything. Jeez. Louise, folks. Like... Ah, come on. They've got him down a quarter, and I'm... Oh, yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, this guy is legit. I very clearly said they, because I do not feel like I have done anything here. Yeah, not a darn thing have I done. But here's what I am going to do. I'm going to jump up here. Oh, I was hoping that was going to be pretty slick. Man. Frickety, frackety. So I have used all of my kind of revive kits now. So that's fun. I'm going to just try and see if I can do something to your man here. Would be awesome. Oh man. Frick. Done. Alright, well this will be interesting. What are you doing in your life right now? You just jumping on me? Is this guy's gonna come save me? I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just standing there as if like, well, he just got ran over now. Dude, definitely, like, I appreciate your desire to help me, but I am adding nothing to this team. You should probably, like, don't be, you know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. Like, don't be doing that now. Like, that guy hurt himself for getting help, right? Although we have, again, I'm using the very royal we here, is down to 82%. Or, sorry, is down to half, which is great. Just gonna get out of the way here. Just gonna kind of keep chopping at him, and he's gonna keep trying to kill me as much as he possibly can. Yeah, and he's done well by that. Yeah, this guy is legit. So I came in underpowered, underarmored. I was just assigned, and I, you know, like, it told me that from the get-go, right? It was like, this is going to be very difficult for you. Did not lie. Did not lie. I'm gonna go try and help that guy in a second after I steal some more juice. Because if anything, maybe I can run around and help people. If I can stay alive long enough. Although the creature's down to a quarter. Alright, so... Wow, holy snap, we actually did it. Oh my gosh, like, again, like, kudos, I guess. That shouldn't have happened. Yay, E, the whole team got E. Yeah, I did not do well there. I did not do well. I'm not proud of that performance. I am happy I got a schwack load of loot. I'm okay with that. But I definitely did not perform the way that I probably should have. I did not add value to that team at all. So we will get out of there. We're going back to Ramsgate instant. We got some gear. We got 16 of those shiny things, so let's see, we might be able to gear up now. Let's see if we can kind of push that metal or that gear over where we want it to. And let's see what happens. Yeah, seriously, Piper, yeah, that guy was like legit hard. Like that was difficult. I felt bad because like, you know, like you want it, like you like to come in, you like to carry your own weight, you like to help out. I did none of those things. I did not help out. I did not carry my own weight. I did not do well there. Yep. So let's see. I should be able to gear up some of the cold gear now. What a pain. LOL. Yeah. Good hunt. GH. Nice job. Yeah. So they got a little chat function in there as well that you can throw little text messages in there. You can see on the left hand bottom corner. I think if you're watching the stream, my picture's probably covering over it. Ugh. All right, so let's. I should be able to. There we go. I can upgrade some of this gear now. So legitimately, I was only able to upgrade one piece of that. So I need to go back in. So now, frickin' frackety, I'm out of a dense gem obtained from dire patrols and from Behemoth's rated threat level 8 to 12. So now, if I want to keep kind of upgrading my stuff here, I need to kind of keep going and finding more patrols and stuff like that. So. Yeah, see you again real soon. That is absolutely correct. See you again real soon. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Dauntless here on Nintendo Dad's Twitch channel. Or if you're here now, maybe it's on YouTube. Who knows? If you haven't, please feel free to check us out. If you're here, feel free to like, subscribe, do whatever. Thank you so much to our chat who popped in and we had a conversation playing it. Dauntless is out now in the Nintendo Switch eShop. It is a free-to-play game. I think you should check it out. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.